voice.
Hello and welcome everybody to the next Paperboys podcast. I'm your host Andy. Here to meet today is my friend Diego
Yo, yo, yo.
and my another friend Hugo.
Hi, welcome. Like some pizza?
Yeah, I. Why do I keep fucking up the intro?
Okay, we're gonna start it off with a story by Hugo, Jesus Christ.
Alright, so we are gonna start with my story. Alright, got it. So Andy, you wanna know what happened to me like 2 weeks ago on Friday?
Tell me about it.
Alright. So, this happened after school. Like, I was walking outside school, and I was heading to the buses with my instrument on the side of the school where the science buildings are, to the right, I guess you'd say. And I walked past this couple that were there, that were just walking, and they were talking about like how they were gonna hit someone in the head and shit like that. And at the time,
Jesus Christ.
I didn't realize who they were talking about. I kind of just brushed it off as just fucking some stupid kid stuff. And as soon as I got in front of them, I heard them talk about it again. And one of them, I'm not sure, probably the dude, I'm assuming, tried to impress his like girlfriend or whatever. He threw a fucking bottle at my head, and that really pissed me off.
Jesus Christ.
Like they were laughing. I just turned around and I flipped them off and walked away. Like I don't know if anything's happened to them. I've already talked to the EP office about it and all that shit. They haven't told me anything. They haven't told my mom anything either, so I don't know if they found them or if they just don't care.
I was like, he told me on the bus when he got on the bus. I was like, what the fuck is this? What is like? What is this?
Like
Like a high school, like in the '80s? Like it's like bullying
Jeez.
thing.
What fucking day? I hate people. People are just dicks nowadays.
What the
like
hell?
I don't
It's
even
really
I don't
like,
even know what I like what I was like in shock at the fact that that happened. I was so surprised.
yeah, it's
Like
like what the
I never expect shit like that to happen, especially in this day and age. I feel like everyone's at least a little more accepting as teenagers as than adults. Like that's what I feel like, but apparently not.
Apparently not. That was really weird because I thought it was really weird because it's like, who's amused by that? Like, who's like the person that's like, oh, that's real funny, man.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
Like
check this.
hilarious.
that's like shit that's like shit sociopaths would do.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this fucking shit and his fucking face and it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Look at me, I'm a comedic genius.
Yo, baby girl, you wanna see something romantic? Throw the bottle at someone's guy's face.
I'm gonna
That's
throw this
exactly
bottle
what
at your face.
happened. Like that's like pretty much what happened. And she's the one, and she was like, "Who you gonna hit in the head?" Like it was trying to like fucking initiate it, and that really got me mad. God, I really just
That's
wanted to go in and punch him in the face, but I just thought to myself, it's not worth it. Like, what's the point? I get suspended for something I didn't do.
Did the
that
right
you didn't
thing.
initiate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just like, and he was also like, I didn't want to miss the bus. I was like, yeah,
yeah, I didn't want to miss the bus either. I didn't want to. I didn't want to like my mom get called and like, hey, we have your son here in the office right now. He got in a fight with a boy and his girlfriend. I would be the one getting them more in trouble than they would have. 'Cause
Self-defense.
I would have hit the girl too, because she was the one that initiated. And I'm like, I gotta get revenge on both of them.
You shouldn't like just done a flip on them, like tumble on them.
I, I roll a four and I do a backflip behind them. Just
yeah. No.
omae wa moshinderu. It's nothing personal, kid. It's just like slice their throats, anime
That's a
style.
really, it's the nerdiest thing I've ever heard.
No wonder they
You know
threw the
what? I
bottle at
don't
you.
care.
Sounds like a weeb kid's dream.
It's like those like 80 TV shows like, oh, one day I'll stand up to that bully of mine. One day.
One of these days, I'm just gonna hulk out my shirt and then punch him in the face.
And they never do it.
I wish I was on anime.
Have you ever seen them again? Did you ever see them again?
I didn't know. Like I said, I don't know what happened. I don't know if they found them and like took repercussions or something like that. I don't know.
You're able to
Either,
like, do you remember their faces? Like if you like
I
someone.
didn't. Like I should have. I should have looked at their faces, see what they look like, but I didn't. Because
Maybe they
I
were
was kind
just
I was,
homeless
it was
people.
I was kind of just in the heat of the moment. All I remember really was that the dude was wearing a black sweater and the girl was wearing a flannel shirt.
Did he have piercings?
I don't. Like I said, I didn't like see their faces. I kind of just. I
Hmm.
don't know.
And
I don't know why I didn't
yeah,
really look at them
what if
face.
they were homeless? There's homeless
They
kids.
definitely weren't homeless. That I think one of them had like Jordan shoes on that were like really nice looking.
I mean, like, only homeless people can derive that kind of humor. Like, let's.
Let's be honest, they could have been. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, jeez. Anyways, that was just horrible. I was like, what the fuck?
No,
Who are
I
these
think they're
people?
just preppy rich kids like with Jordans.
Jordans.
Jordans. Just, yeah.
Damn, any news stories for me, Andy? Any news stories?
News stories. Today was a bitch. That's all I gotta say. Today was a bitch for me. I hate.
Huh.
What happened?
Just yearbook. I'm in the yearbook committee, and like it sucks ass sometimes, cause you have to talk to
You
like
want
a
to call
shit.
them out? You want to
Nah,
call them out on a two-view podcast?
nah. Just people are just assholes, man. Like,
Yeah.
What they do? What they do to you, man? Call them out. Call them out.
not calling anybody out. I'm just saying people are just assholes. Like you try to get like a good picture, and you're like, all right, guys, smile, and they're just like, fuck you. I'm just like, I'm just trying to,
Trying to do my
I'm
job.
just doing my job. Fuck.
Or just dicks. They're who dicks to teachers. Oh, teachers have it
There's,
hard.
teachers do have it hard. I can understand.
Yeah.
Some people complain a lot, and I'm like,
Oh, this teacher I have, such an asshole. I was just on my phone, not listening to him in class, and he got mad at me. He even took away my phone. What an asshole.
what
That's
a dick.
exactly how they are. Speaking
Uh,
of which, speaking of teachers and students, in my what's it called, pre-calculus class, I was just doing my work and I overheard some girl talking about how she hates how her boyfriend won't do anything she wants him to, and I was
Like,
like so what I overheard was she wants her boyfriend to not go to college and be with her, to travel the world with her, and, because she wants to do like she wants to travel the world for fashion or something. I don't remember what she was talking about. And she was like, "Oh, my boyfriend's so dumb. I'm trying to help him. He shouldn't be going to college. He doesn't need to go to college. He's gonna have me." I'm like, Jesus fuck, this girl's crazy.
dude, you should find her boyfriend and be like, yo, dude, get out of here.
I was literally telling my friend who was right next to me like, she's fucking crazy.
The fuck?
Like, she was like, seriously, I just want a man who would just do anything I say with nothing behind.
I don't know if she's needy or full of herself. One of the two.
I
It's
think she's,
both.
yeah, it's both.
Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Why don't you just quit your aspirations and dreams and do my aspiration and dreams, you dummy?
Your
You
dreams
weirdo.
are meaningless to me. They don't compare to my dream. That's pretty much
My
what she
dreams
was
are better.
saying, and I was like, what the fuck?
My dreams are better
Like,
than your dreams.
yeah, that's exactly what it was like, and I was like, what the fuck? Who is this bitch?
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Speaking about dreams, what do you want to become when you grow up, Hugo?
I want to be. Honestly, I don't know. I really want to see if YouTube can take off at some point. I really do enjoy making my YouTube videos and editing and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind being able to do that as a job. But if not, like, shut your mouth. Anyways,
Yeah,
like I
but
was
like
saying,
you,
if that doesn't really pan out, then I would want to become a game developer because I like playing games, obviously. A really fun passion, right? So I wouldn't mind creating them. I think I'd have fun doing that too.
you should try to get started, bro.
I should. I just don't know where to start. That's the issue.
Where
Animation.
you start is you make just a real bad game, and then you
Big
release
game
it.
or a nice
No,
platformer. Platformer.
just a real bad one, just a real bad
Yeah.
one. So everybody's like, "Look at this horrible game," and then
No,
you're like,
just do an indie
I make
horror game.
I make the next Five Nights at Freddy's. There we go. I'll do a fan Five Nights at Freddy's game.
"There you go. That's a good one."
That great.
Yeah.
That'll get big.
Yeah.
Or what's a popular
Damn,
game? Just
dude.
make a fan Cuphead game.
Yeah, just make a Cuphead game, but bigger. Get good.
Instead of Cuphead, it's
Well, wait.
Jarhead. Oh,
Jughead.
and like and that would be a play on words because you'll be Jarhead, but like you'll be a soldier.
Yeah.
Jughead. It's Jughead.
Jughead?
That's what you're thinking of, Andy. I
Nah,
think. Jarhead?
nah, Jughead. Oh yeah, Jarhead.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Jarhead. Yeah, what the fuck was I saying? Did I say Jarhead or did you say
Jug.
Jughead?
You said Jug.
I said Jug. Yeah.
What?
Say,
So
did I? I thought I said Jar.
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember who it.
What the fuck is
I don't
going on?
remember. It doesn't matter. Continue. Anyways, you said one word and we heard another and yada yada. Stuff got out of hand really fast. Now we don't know what's going on. We don't even know where we are. Was this real life?
Note to Andy, when you're editing, you're gonna find out that I started this whole problem.
God, God damn it.
Anyways, well, leading into a story, great segue, right? I'm just king.
Being, dude, that shit just fell flat.
I was walking and to my second period class, because that's how I work. And coming the other way was an assistant principal. I noticed that in my glance of my eye. Didn't really care about it. And then all of a sudden I feel a tug on my arm. And I was being pulled, and I was like, "Gosh, I must have done something real wrong here. Must have got in trouble or something. I don't know." But turns out she was falling. It's what I found out real quick. It wasn't a trip though. She's definitely falling more because she didn't
She's
stop
falling
falling.
for you.
Yeah, she's
Damn.
falling. She was getting on her knees. She was about to propose, but instead of on her knees, it was on her
So you
ass.
can say
And
she was about to give you a blowjob.
she was like, God, that really hurt. And I was like, ah, shit. I have to help.
Dude, what a dick.
Ma'am, are you okay? You need help?
Yes. Well, it's like, here's the thing. I wasn't expecting to help someone today. Like, I would have helped if, like, I was a bystander or whatever. But, like, I'm dragged into this, literally. Like, I was dragged into it.
Wait,
Like,
what does that mean? I wasn't expecting to help people. You're not expecting to help anyone any day.
but it's
Or
like,
it's either you're not expecting or you're always expecting to help someone every day. There's no, there's no like this day I don't feel like it and this day I do feel like it. No, that's not how that works.
just wasn't feeling it that day, okay? You got feeling. I
Don't
wasn't
fucking
like,
fight about it?
I don't feel like helping anyone today, okay? I wasn't in that type of mood, you fucking dickhead. So, so in turn, some two girls came up and they were like, "Oh my God, someone help!" And like, okay, like honestly, they were just streaming that. They were just being like, "Someone go get help!" And it's like, why don't you do it if you're yelling about it, man?
Oh, he
But
some milk.
but but since they were looking at me, I guess it's my job. So I went to go get someone. Yeah.
Well, you're a
Luckily, I
nice
found.
guy.
Luckily, I found someone that was relatively close by. Otherwise, I would have just ran away.
You should have just like just said,
You
"Oh
just fucking
shit, sorry,
left. Oh my
sorry,
god.
miss, but I'm gonna be late for class. Good luck.
Just
Break a
follow
leg,
me. Just like be
literally.
like, just flip her off and just walk away.
I just go away.
Be an asshole about it.
Break a leg, miss. I mean, good luck."
I mean, I would have just walked away. I would have been like, I can't do anything about it.
You could have like
I would have been,
pulled her over your like do that like that where you get one arm and put it over your shoulder and like you just walk her to the nurse.
yeah, I would have done that, but now with her on my shoulders, I would have been like, I'm getting the nurse, guys, and I would just be like, bye, bye, and I just wouldn't have came back.
We're bringing you a stretcher.
I'm calling the ambulance.
Help! There's an old ass biatch out here who broke her leg.
She grabbed me by the arm. I feel very violated.
Miss, you broke your leg, right? But like, we have a sexual assault. You grabbed someone like in the shoulder really roughly, and like we can't have that in the school.
Yeah, I mean, I felt uncomfortable with that touch.
It was
Hey,
a bad
Illegal
touch.
touch.
It's bad
there you go.
touch.
Fun fact: you can get a you can there's a pig that you can pet. It's adorable.
There's a pig I can pet, and it's adorable.
Yeah, and you can change its clothes
The
and
fuck?
change its name.
God damn it! Now I need to cut this out of the video.
You're welcome. Don't worry. I made sure to stop the talking before I said that.
You're like, hey,
Now
hey,
Bumble Pig.
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I hate you. I hate you.
Buzzed around and winked at the
Okay,
Anyways,
I'm gonna shield the names of this story to
protect the
protect the
identities of those.
who are innocent. Yes, but I'm still gonna talk about it because it's funny. So, you know how you're talking, you're just shooting the shit with people, and then someone mentions like, someone just out of the blue mentions like, I don't trust bald dudes. Like, I don't like the way they look. I'm like,
I don't like
that's-
how their heads are so smooth. Like, why can't I do that with my skin?
yeah, it's like that's exactly how it sounded. I was like, what the fuck's your problem?
Fuck, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with bald people? And she was
Was
like,
that the
"I
entire
just-
conversation? Like, what's wrong with like you don't like bald people?
Yeah, you don't like. Well, she mentioned it, and it's just like, what the fuck? She's like, I just don't trust him. And then she went into how she had liked only one bald person beforehand, right? And it just happened to be this really old dude that went to her gym. And she was like, I was really into him, but I'm pretty sure he was like over 60. I was like, what the fuck's wrong?
That's a you thing, not that everyone else thing.
I was like, okay,
What the
okay.
fuck?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like,
I was really
I
concerned.
really like this dude who went to my gym, but like, I mean, he looked like he was like above 60, so I was like, nah, fam, I can't.
And she told me, she was like, he would look at me sometimes and smile. I was like, he's probably doing it just because you were looking at him. He probably, and I was asked her if he went to the gym anymore, and she was like, no, he doesn't go to the gym anymore. I was like, probably because he doesn't want to catch a pedophile case.
Jeez.
He's like, this damn 15-year-old keeps on looking my way.
She's on touching my pee-wee down there, and I'm the one getting in trouble for it. Like, what do I do?
What do I do? But yeah,
What I do?
Tell me what I do.
but that was an interesting conversation.
It's just conversation. That just sounds fucking rapey. To tell you the truth.
Yep. Can't lie to you.
Or can you?
Like I'd be like, fuck.
Totally, I can actually. I'm gonna tell you a quick lie real quick.
That's a lie.
When I was a child, I
You're a
used to
baby.
suck. I used to suck the inside of the glass. You know, like you get a glass. What's
I
it?
thought
Just a
there was gonna
glass of
be
water.
something else you were gonna say, but don't mind.
No, 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 just a glass of water, and I would inhale and inhale, and I'd get the ring around my, and then I'd start making monkey noises because I thought I'd look like a monkey. That's a
This
lie.
is a lie. Are you sure this is true?
That's a lie.
You're saying it in quite a lot of detail. Jeez.
It's
That's what
like
makes.
if you're like talking to a friend and he's like, do you think male prostitutes get paid a lot?
Cause I don't get paid a lot.
No. It's like, do you think male prostitutes get paid a lot? 'Cause, like, I mean, I hear they get paid around like $60 to $80 a night to be like a fat bitch's boy toy named Chocolate Shake. That's what it sounded like.
The
I mean,
fuck? How did
like,
that sound like that? What the fuck?
Because
I
it
get
goes
what
into deep detail, and it's like you're trying to tell me something without telling me something.
that's a good. Hey, a good lie is always very specific.
Until they're not.
What do you mean until they're not? Okay, lie to
Maybe
me
it's
right
not a
now.
lie.
Just lie to me. Just lie to me.
Told me to
Tell me
suck
your
my
lie.
kids.
Tell me a lie. I'll tell you
I
whether
don't
it's
got
good.
I
I
don't got no
I have
lies
a
right
dog named Bruno.
What's? Hey, go into more detail, and I'll believe you.
Well,
now. Yeah, I
why
got
would I want you to believe me?
Because this is the game, fucker. Just play along, you piece of shit.
right. All right, here. We'll do this then. I'll tell you something, and you tell me if it's a lie or not.
What's this? Oh yeah, two truths and a lie, I guess.
Kind of like two truths and a lie. I just say a story, and you tell me if you think it's a lie or not.
Sure.
All right, there you go. So there was this one time where I went out to camping. I forgot where I went camping to, but I went camping with my mom, my dad, and my little sister. And I don't remember where it was. I think it was in Rio Doso. I remember when I was walking through the forest with my little sister. We saw a little bunny, and we went ahead and chased it around until until we encountered a bear per se. And you know, it's pretty fucking terrifying when you encounter a bear for the first time in your life, and you're like, what do I do? And pretty much, one of the stories is that we stood still for like 20 minutes in a bush, waiting until the bear left, and our and once it left, we just ran back to the cabin where we were
That
staying.
reminds me of that vine with the bear, where the guy like it's like, oh look, it's a bear, and then it falls down the waterfall. He's like, oh no, and then it comes back up. He's like, oh
Oh, the
cool.
baby bear?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. He's like, oh look, it's a bear. Oh my god, no! And he's like, oh wait,
Oh,
that's
okay,
good.
he's fine.
I love that video so much.
Is that a lie?
'Cause he's so-
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's actually a truth.
Damn it, I was gonna guess that the first time.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. That sounded so fake. Like it sounded like you were making shit up like on the spot. Like the way how you told that story is like how you like make the fucking Dungeon and Dragons fucking stories.
Yeah, I know. I do that on purpose sometimes.
Because like
I just wanted to see if you guys can see it. It was a truth though. I just said it really poorly on purpose.
Cause I could like it sound like the way you're saying it sounded like you're making it off the spot.
Okay, Andy, you ready with your lie?
Oh, was I
Or
supposed to
truth?
make a lie?
Or,
I was
or truth?
Anyways,
Or
this happened when
truth?
this happened when I was around 8 years old. So
But
like
your
I didn't
sister
know
wasn't born then. I poked a hole in your story. Just kidding. Your sister was born.
my sister was.
Anyways, Andy, come up with the truth or a lie and tell me, and I'll guess.
for you right now. You do it. I need to think of something. I wasn't ready for this.
Oh me? Oh fuck.
I didn't sign up for this.
When I was a child, this is another
It's a
child
lie.
story. It's another child story. When I was a child, I used to go out in the backyard and we used to have a couple poles, right? There was one that was orange, there was one that was silver. And I used to play with them in my backyard and act like I was a wizard. And I would try to cast spells in the grass by drawing in the grass, like pentagrams and shit.
Damn, satanic before you were even used satanic.
Yeah, and I did that for a while, and I just kind of realized I was being a nerd, and then I stopped doing it.
Ah,
But yeah,
That
so
sounds like a truth.
I,
what do you say? What do you say,
I,
Hugo?
I say it's a lie.
You're wrong. It's totally the truth.
What fucking
That sounded
nerd.
so sarcastic.
It is.
You're
It
like,
really is the truth.
because I couldn't tell for a second. You're wrong. Totally a truth. I was
You're
like,
right. I did sound like that. I'm sorry. I didn't
and
mean it.
I for a second I was like, wait, is he making fun of me that I got it right or that I got it wrong? 'Cause even when I'm right, you make fun of me.
Yeah, I do. But you're wrong. So,
Alright,
ha-
that was
but see what I mean? It's just super specific. But it could have been a lie. I could have
yeah.
lied. It's just a super specific thing that it doesn't really matter.
I actually speaking of wizards, I can tell you. You tell me if this is right or not. When I was actually younger, I actually used to love watching fucking Harry Potter. Obviously, I didn't rewatch the movies. I just loved the first movie and the second movie, Sorcerer's Stone and was it Chamber of Secrets?
Yeah, yeah.
I remember where I went through a phase where what's it called? I was like, I want to be just like Harry Potter. So like I like my mom I asked my mom if she can buy me a cape, and she bought me a little cape. I I I I forgot what I think I made the glasses. I don't remember if I made glasses or not. But
Okay.
but what's it called? I went downstairs and I opened up the cabinet to where the utensils are, and I pulled out a knife and I was like, and I used that as my wand all the time. And when family came over, they used to take the wand away from me because they oh the knife away from me because they thought I was gonna hurt myself. My parents tried defending me, like, no, 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 that's his little wand. Don't take it away from him.
Got
this went
horrible
on for
parents.
what was a butter
No.
knife?
Still,
The butter
still.
knife. I'm not gonna hurt myself on a butter knife unless I
It's a
stuck it down
fucking
my
knife.
throat. It's
It's a
a butter
fucking.
knife. Butter knives aren't sharp at all. They're like the dullest thing. They're used to cut butter.
They couldn't cut through a bullet. I've seen a video. Look up Penn and Teller. It's a good
I ain't no
video.
butter knife then. Anyways, yeah, this went
It
on for like a
was.
good 2 years before I stopped doing it for no reason. I don't remember why I stopped. I just stopped.
That's a lie.
This is the truth.
Damn it, you were a nerd. I can't really say you're a nerd because I did like almost the exact same thing on a different level.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are good at this game.
I mean, like, you just gotta pick a specific event or just lie about a specific event. It's not that hard.
Damn, I don't know.
I've
Like,
actually
there was
lied.
this one, like, there was this one time that I had this. I used to have this big basketball thing, you know, like you have a basketball hoop.
Hmm.
You know those things? Like you see them in the front yards of some people's houses sometimes. You know what I mean?
I used to have a basketball thing in my backyard. So gave it to
Yeah,
gave it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so we used to have one of those, and one day we were playing. I was trying to make a dunk, but you know you could raise and lower the thing, so I put it on the lowest because I was small. I was a small boy, but I wasn't too small. I was like 12.
Huh.
So I put it on the smallest, but I could kind of reach it. And so I used a couple boxes just to try to dunk. I was really trying to dunk today. I was trying to dunk, really trying to dunk on these nibbles, right? And so I got the boxes and I kind of just made like a just makeshift stair step kind of thing. And I kind
Yeah.
of got up to the point. I didn't really run up and jump. I kind of just like went up and then eventually was able to fall on it, right? Just like hang on it.
Yeah.
So I was able to do that. But then I didn't really account for what would happen afterwards. I held onto it, so it kind of just started falling, right? And like I wasn't very sure what to do, so I kind of just let go, and it really hurt my ass. But I did not get hit by anything. I was saved. Plus, the
Wow.
boxes kind of held it up, but they didn't. It still fell, anyways.
Wow. That's a good lie.
Damn it.
I was able to tell it was a lie.
Yeah, it was a lie. I did have a basketball court thingy though. I did have
The,
that,
the
but
main reason I was able to figure out it was a lie was because you repeated the word box too many times in the word dunk.
dunk and
You're
boxes
like,
really gave it away.
mm-hmm.
I repeat shit all the time because I'm trying to think.
Yeah, but you repeated it more than 2 times. You don't usually repeat it twice, and that's it. But
Dunk,
you
I
repeated it
dunk.
3 to 4 times. You're like, I want to dunk on these. I want to dunk, like, dunk on these niggers, dunking. And I was
I
like,
didn't say
okay, this is
I didn't
already a
say the
lie.
hard I didn't say the hard N word, bro. I did not.
Yeah, you did. Did you not? What did I hear? You said dunk something with an N.
Nibbles, not
Oh, nibbles. I heard. Oh shit. Please look at that. Bleep me out, please. I'm not racist. I swear. Either way. No, but you speaking of that actually reminded me when I was 10 years old, I also how I said I had a basketball court thing too. I decided that it was a party. I forgot. Yeah. I'm trying to remember, was it a party? Or was it a get together? Either way, it doesn't matter. It was a get together slash party
shit's a
thingy,
lie.
and we got the basketball court and we put it in the middle of my backyard to like kind of have like a game. I think it was like a horse game or differently where we can shoot from the back and stuff like that. And once we were done doing all that, everyone kind of just left it alone there for a little while. And I decided, my dumbass was like, I want to climb this. I want to see if I can climb to the top and touch the net. So I did that exact same thing. I climbed all the way to the top of it, but my weight made it tip over, and it started falling forward, and I was in the front of it. So I like threw myself down, and before it would hit me, I like rolled out of the way before it hit me, and I was like, whoa! My mom was scared, my dad didn't care, and yeah, that was a time where I almost died from my own fucking basketball thing.
Same thing with mine, but mine was a lie.
Yeah,
Eddie, you got one ready?
Fuck,
mine was a liar.
I've been thinking, dude. I can't think of anything. My life is uneventful.
Just think of it as just a specific thing. Just pick a day, and then
Alright, so there's this one time where me and Sebastian were hanging out, right? And
It's already a lie. I'm joking.
and there was like this thing where we would always talk shit to each other at some points because we were just little kids, right? So one day Sebastian said like something about my parents, and I was like really like pissed off because of that, like what he said. And I was like, shut the fuck up, like you're nothing and everything. And and then like I remembered the neighbors, the other side neighbors, Giovanni and what's that other guy's name? George was on the other side of the street, and they're making fun of me too. And I was like, fuck you guys, fuck you everybody. So one day, me with my anger management and my like my logic when I was a kid, I hated everybody as a kid. I got my BB gun. one day when they were riding their bikes, I started shooting at them. And I shot some of the trash cans because like I didn't want to directly hit them, but like I started shooting at them, and I started shooting the trash cans near them, and
Scare
I
them. Give them that good old scared.
and I think um that when I shot it, the trash can ricocheted and it broke the window of a car. And I remember being so fucking terrified, but like it sucked because not only did I break a fucking car, Sebastian and like the rest of the people were like pissed off at me for shooting at them.
So you're like, so you got like 8 people mad at you now. You're like, ah, motherfucker. I wanted
Yeah.
the BBs.
Alright, so
Was that a lie? That was a lie.
I think it was the truth.
it's a mixture of both.
Because I know there was
Shooting the
the
car
time when
thing.
Sebastian made fun of your parents and you got mad.
And you didn't talk to him for like 3 months.
I did shoot a BB gun at Sebastian and Giovanni, but I did not break the car.
That was Giovanni's,
I wasn't the one who broke the car.
Oh no, there was no car breaking. It was just
I know that. I love the first joke that Hugo pulled. That was really subtle. It was like, I was hanging out with Sebastian. Oh, that's a lie. You don't hang out with Sebastian.
he lives
You
on
don't
my
hang out with
fucking
Sebastian.
street.
I know. I was joking.
That's the joke. It was funny. It really fucking cracked me up.
But it was crazy at the fact that that it was a lie. Well, make sure it was like a truth lie. Some of the things different.
Truth, lie, truth.
Truth.
But yeah, that's a fun game. It's a fun little game.
Tell a story and guess. By the way, did you guys guess if my story was a lie or truth?
I guessed it was a lie, and you said it was a lie, didn't you?
Do you guys have any
No,
more?
you didn't. It was actually a truth. That did happen. I almost
Oh,
did die
shit.
from
Another story? Gosh, man, you're really putting me on the spot. You only said one. We said like 3.
it. Damn. It's a fun game. Know of different things. Helps with debates.
Helps with political arguments.
I don't have it.
I think I've already told this story, but I mean, it doesn't really matter if you've heard it and you know it's the truth. If you did. Oh well, I guess I gave it away. But I'm just gonna tell the story because it's fun.
Alright.
So me and somebody were biking around, right? And that's a fun time.
That's a lie. I'm joking.
It ain't. It was with Sydney. Remember Sydney?
I know. I know. Yeah, like when you said somebody, I was bike. When you said biking, I instantly knew it was Sydney because Sydney was the only one who wanted to fucking bike anywhere.
I wanted to bike places. That's why I went
Label.
with him.
Why's your voice cracking like that? What's wrong? You okay, honey? You need some medicine?
Cause I was laughing while I was saying it. So, anyways, we were biking, and since we were
Yeah.
biking in a weird part of the place, there was some dealers around, and it was really scary because we didn't know how to react to the situation. Like we can't just bike away because then they'll chase us, and we can't just stand there because then they'll shoot us. So what do we do? So what do we do? We just kind of biked away, but they didn't follow us. But the weird thing is the guy who was dealing, we saw him like 3 times, but in 3 different predicaments. We saw him, one, dealing crack, and then the next, like 2 minutes later, we saw him running down the street with his dog. And I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. And then the next 10 minutes, we saw this guy on a damn skateboard. It was the same guy. I don't know if it was the same guy. He might have been like twins or something, but I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is the guy?
And
This guy's like,
smoke weed.
this is it was really bizarre. I thought it was crazy.
I don't think you told me this story.
I've told you that story. I'm pretty sure I have. We saw him
Might
the
have.
same day.
I just don't remember
We
it.
got, we came up with the idea that it was like triplets, like just fucking with us, just doing different things on the same day. It was really weird. Cause it was like it's like it's impossible for this guy to go to like three different places with three different things, like three vastly different things. Like what the fuck?
Hey man,
It
you
was
never know.
really bizarre. So yeah, that was my truth, but you know I gave it away.
Any stories,
Your
Hugo?
weird truth. Do I have Oh, I almost drowned at SeaWorld one.
It's
That
a
was
lie. You used the worst. You used the wrong version of drown.
Who the
Hold
fuck
up.
goes to SeaWorld? That's a lie. It's about Wet and Wild, faggot.
Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, I almost drowned at SeaWorld because you know how SeaWorld has that I think it's like in the summer that the water park that they have.
Sure, I
They
guess.
have
I don't
Well,
know.
like it's a
I don't.
sea.
Yeah,
there's a
I agree
SeaWorld in
with
San Antonio. There's no way in hell there's a fucking
you. Sometimes, dude.
and if there was a fucking sea in SeaWorld, like right next to SeaWorld, I'd be surprised. That's San Antonio,
Yeah, it is. There is a Sea World in the sea. That's kind of what the
California.
ocean is. Ocean, you know.
Mm. Can't even get my story out, man.
It's fucking dirty.
Alright, anyways, yeah, like I was saying, what's it called? Yeah, I almost drowned at SeaWorld. I was in a lazy red, rid- I was in lazy river, and you know how, well, I know I myself really like to see how long I can be underwater before I need to come back out for air.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
that a lot. I still do that.
I do that a lot. Each time I'm at a pool, I try to see how long I can stay underwater for. But yeah, I was at SeaWorld and I was doing that. And while I was doing that, my leg got caught on something and I couldn't swim upwards. I was like 4'2" at the time. I don't remember how old I was. I just know I was like around 4'2", something like that.
Those are
And like,
completely different ages.
what? I didn't
Nothing,
even
go
say
on.
any ages. I said my height.
Oh, I thought you said your age 4 and 2. I was like, well, you're supposed to go
I
up.
was 4'2". No, I was 4'2". And since the lazy river was going at a certain speed and I didn't know how to swim very well, I couldn't like bring myself up and I started to drown underwater. I was freaking the fuck out, man. Like, holy shit, that was the scariest experience of my life. And I got out of it because one of the lifeguards noticed that I was drowning because he saw me splashing a lot on the water. And he jumped in and he got me, and I was saved by a very handsome young black man.
That's a lie. Wait, that's a lie. You can't splash underwater.
No, I wasn't splashing underwater. I was splashing above the water trying to get up.
I know, I know. That was a funny joke.
By the way, it was a lie.
It was a lie? I thought you told me that story before. I was about to say the truth.
No, it's a lie. I made
Could
that
have
on the
sworn I
spot.
heard. Could have sworn someone told me that story before.
It wasn't. I've never drowned at SeaWorld.
I think someone was saying that Wet and Wild, the wave thing, like the wave pool.
Oh, the wave pool?
He was talking about the lazy river. That's in Wet and Wild.
Yeah, I thought he might have got his words mixed around or something. I was like, don't you like the wave?
There's a lazy river in SeaWorld too.
There is.
Yeah, in the water park section.
I thought he got his words mixed around. Okay.
I've never drowned in any pool that was at like a water park. I
You're
did
just
almost drown at my friend's parents' house before.
That's fucked up. That's even worse. It's like no one to save you.
I I couldn't swim at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna just jump in, see if I can just swim. Pretty much my mindset was if I'm brave enough to do it, then I'll be brave enough to swim. And I jumped in the water and I was drowning, and my dad jumped in to save me. He threw his phone to the
That's,
side.
that's horrible. Gosh.
I was a dumb kid.
Yeah,
Now that was a truth. I will say that much.
Yeah, well, I could tell. Because you were like, this did happen to me. I didn't expect you to lie to me just outright, man.
Yeah, I could have. Never know. I don't know my life.
I guess I don't. Yeah,
Maybe
you're right.
everything I've told you from now, from when I first met you to now, has been a lie. Maybe I'm not even real.
Wouldn't be surprised. You fucking snake.
Can't be a snake if I'm
Anyways,
not real.
shit.
Ooh.
I'm
I'm
just
trying
your
to
figment of
find
imagination, and Andy's just been playing along with you this entire time.
Ooh.
Handy.
Yeah.
Handy. Did you come up with one?
Uh. Yeah. So a while back, me and my friends wanted to get high. So.
Nice.
Before you continue, Andy, speaking of high, uh, does Pedro sell weed?
God damn it. I'm not gonna disclosure this in this fucking podcast.
Or you can edit the shit out.
So, me and my friends wanted to get high, right? So,
Yes.
what we said, like, what we planned to do was, to, go out and, like, hotbox. And we're
Mhm.
like, so, where do we go to, like, do this? So, because it was late at night and I was sneaking out of my house. And I was like, this is my first time sneaking out of my house, by the way, too. I was very fucking nervous. Uh, so we sneak out and we go out there and we buy a pizza and we buy some drinks too. And as we're driving through like some neighborhoods where we could stop and park and just like do it, um, we see what do you call a house for rent or like a rental house, and we're like, yo, let's go in there. So we're like, yeah, yeah, all of us like all baked, we're just like, yeah. So every door is locked, but there is a window open.
Ah,
And it's like a window that leads to the bathroom. And one of my friends jumps in there, and then he opens the side door for us. And we go in there, we start playing a little bit of music, and we're just like, yo, we're jamming out and shit. And we said, fuck it, let's just smoke right here. And then as soon as we like got the bong out, my friend dropped the fucking bong. And like we left, it was bong being a bong, it was covered in water and stuff, and it was the bong was what do you call 'em? It was a pipe, but it was like a bubbler, and it was a bubbler, and there was what do you call it, glass,
that
and we
was,
dropped it and it broke and shattered into a shit ton of pieces, and
that costs a lot of money.
we're just like shit.
Shit.
So what we do is we just leave everything there. Like we just said fuck it. Let's just go. Let's just get the fuck out of here. We probably made enough noise. The neighbors are probably waking up. And we went out and I went back home and there
That was a lie.
you go.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, Andy.
Yeah, I think it's a lie.
That was the truth.
Was it true?
That was actually very.
Really?
I couldn't tell if it was a lie or not. To be honest.
Yeah, it was the truth.
Like you
Slaves
used
who dropped
you
it.
used a couple of words too many times where I was thinking it's a lie, but then you were able to continue on the story like and I was like I can't tell.
Yeah, it was the truth. We went to Little Caesars that day, and I went to steal some sodas there too, but I couldn't because
Ooh.
like the person went move out of his spot. And I was like, fuck.
God, just go do something.
I've stolen a
Gosh.
burrito from the bakery.
Oh, what a dick.
They don't
I
care.
mean, it's not like I intentionally stole it. She gave it to me, and she was like, yeah, move. Well, like really mad at me, even though I didn't pay, and I was like, all right. I just left with it.
I guess not a dick so much as I thought.
So yeah,
I
that
never
was it.
stole
Sound like a
anything in my
trust
life.
fund movie. Ooh, raw meat.
Fucker, don't talk about the game.
Oh,
You motherfucker.
don't worry about it. I said nothing. Fuck, what's it called? Men in Black. Flash. Here you go.
There you
No one
go.
knows. No one knows what I said.
Got him.
Alright, well, I think that'll be the end of the podcast, dude.
Dude.
All right.
Alright, guys. Well, hopefully you guys liked the podcast. Hopefully you guys shared the same experiences as us. Hopefully you guys played the game as well. See you guys next time.